today. From Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Carolina Panthers taking on the New Orleans Saints.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They've got all W's on the ledger so far, a perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Throwing his car on third down. And that is incomplete. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Green. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Returning it, here's Hamler. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Kamara. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That result, really no surprise. That's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
Now Carr. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. A perfect example right there, Charles, of why they love this rookie runner.
And think about how the NFL and the college games are meshing together more and more. You don't have to go to the NFL and learn a new set of skills. What you did in college often makes you ready for the NFL.
They go play action here on 1st down. Crossing route complete. Catch made by Cooks. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we scored touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Again, it's Kamara. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. From the gun, it's Carr. And he is caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
First down, Saints.
To throw his car. There's Chris Olave. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down. On play action, now Carr. Pressure comes in, he's brought down, it's a Panther sack. Brian Burns coming in from that outside linebacker spot, he gets him down, it's a loss of 5.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Here's 3rd and 10. Carr now to throw. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. To throw, it's Carr. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with a football. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Panthers will get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way.
Touchdown! Brandon Cooks scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Mara. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. J.C. Horn up to make the tackle. You look at this Carolina defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now. Here's Carr to throw. Completes it to Perry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Carr. And he's got the hook up to Moore. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line.
Kamara try the right side. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
Kamara running on 1st down, but finding nowhere to go as he's bottled up behind the line. The defense is saying, okay, now that's more like it.
Yeah, we hear from coaches all the time how they preach a next play mentality. Doesn't matter whether the previous one was good or bad, you move on to the next one. But we just saw evidence of that happening right there.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Carr. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. On the handoff, they start with Richardson. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run again with Richardson. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect him with his legs for that first down pickup.
Green on 1st and 10. Shifts by him. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Olave over the middle. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have cut it back within a score.
And they can thank their defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their first touchdown of the game.
Now Cade York for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
They run with Richardson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Green. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make him make someone miss in the open field.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now this throw caught left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Hodges. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw is Green. To throw on 2nd down. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Green operating from the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Now Myers for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Now Green looking to throw on 2nd down. And he reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll start up at TIAA Bank Stadium in Jacksonville. And that one tied 14 apiece in the second quarter. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Trevor Lawrence, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington Commanders at home at FedEx Field. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. Darius Slayton, a touchdown reception.
Coach. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. To throw is Green. Throwing on first down. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Hodges. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Cooks motions to the left. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Operating from the gun, Green. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Richardson gets around him, and he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On the ground, here's Richardson again. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Green. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Now Green on first down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked by Chad Muma. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. On play action, they'll throw. Short throw to Disley. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Carr. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
And I think there defensively, they were so intent on stopping the run that they kind of got caught out of position. This is just a simple pitch and catch for a first down.
On first down, Carr. Back to Kamara for another catch. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it'll be 2nd down. On the counter, here's Kamara. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. A little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing now is Carr. That's Olave bringing in another one. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. This duo locked in, 14 yards there and a first down. Back to throw. Carr. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2nd and 6. Carr to throw again. Short throw to Disley. Just a gain of a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Cade York on now for the field goal. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. York able to send this one through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Green. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the 2nd straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Carr now on 1st down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. On second down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Back to throw. Carr. And it's caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Kamara is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Carr. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Elijah Moore. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Carr will look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you, and make sure they touch it.
64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here now, 2nd and 4. Now it's Richardson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. From the 46, here's 2nd and 3. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Operating from the gun. Green. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 2nd and a couple. Now a handoff up the middle. Richardson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The Panthers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Corbin. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw. Green. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Panthers will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Well, let the natural light of today reflect that he is now getting into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You're a little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
No, I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that might just seal the deal here. It makes it a 2-score game with not a lot of time on the clock. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So time for Carr and the Saints. Down by 9. 1:46 to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. Now Carr. Over the middle, complete. It's Perry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's complete. Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw here into the hands of Moore. A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Carr to throw. He's got the connection to Moore. And he is He's tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing his car. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Here's 1st down.
And that flag's on Myles Garrett, and we know he's got a nose for getting after the quarterback, but that time, even though he's going to protest it a little bit, he's a step late, and they hit him with the penalty.
Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to get it back to a 1-score game. York able to send this one through, and that'll move them back within 6 now. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And they take a knee. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they'll indeed take a knee. And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game. That means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Panthers, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they dip to 2-5 now with the loss, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.